So we're here with Dr. Ben Pitcher. Thank you very much for joining us, and we're obviously doing some fascinating research here at Buttercups Goat Sanctuary. So Ben, if you can talk us through what you're doing at the moment in your research.
So we're looking for pro-social behaviour and social affiliation amongst the goats. In particular, what we're doing today is looking for social interactions between the individuals, both positive and agonistic interactions between them. So positive might be coming up and rubbing against each other and sniffing each other, whereas the slightly agonistic ones would be more the threat displays or the headbutting that we see. And the reason we're looking for this is that we found that when they're put away at night in their stables, some individuals will come along and they'll open the gates of the stables and let the individual that's in the stable out. And so we looked at this from an experimental point of view, and it looks like the individuals that will release another individual are more likely to do that if the individual they're releasing is one of their close affiliates that they spend a lot of time with. And so this is sort of along the lines of research into altruistic behaviour, reciprocal altruism and helping behaviour between the individuals. And it all comes back to the sort of complex social system that goats have where they form groups, but within these groups they have sort of more tight-knit groups, and these tight-knit groups might separate off from the big group and then they might come back later and rejoin. And so in order to have this complex system, they need to be able to recognise each other, and they display these behaviours of affiliation.
That's great, thank you. And what do you hope this research will tell us in terms of goat behaviour and cognition?
Well, what we're looking at is sort of the evolution of cognition, and previously we've sort of only looked at animals like primates or some of the intelligent birds to look at cognition, and by looking at the goats we're sort of seeing that this intelligence and sort of high cognitive skills actually exist in other groups, such as the ungulates. And so by looking at these groups, we can look at how ecological factors of the species might lead to the evolution of cognition in them. And also by using these animals here in the animal sanctuary for our research, we can look at the benefits to animal welfare of housing conditions and the sanctuary rescue efforts to improve the welfare of the animals. And it's something that's very important for these very intelligent animals to be able to give them an appropriate environment in which to live and ensure that we meet their sort of cognitive needs if we are going to have them in sort of livestock conditions.
Great, thank you.
So this is one of our closely associated pairs of goats here. Roland, closest to us, and Shakespeare with the big horns. And quite often what we'll see between them is when they rest, they'll rest lying in contact with each other. They'll also show a lot of sniffing of each other, both sniffing around the face and around the body. And generally, when we look around the sanctuary, we'll see a pair like this together most of the time. And then they also have some other friends, if you like, that they also occasionally associate with, but most of the time they'll find them together. this is sort of what we would consider to be a very closely associated pair of goats.